Alright, a quick little bonus lesson for you here if you weren't in class today. We looked at factoring before factoring and some prime polynomials. Okay, so this one is straight up. If we multiply this, we get 28. The factors are 1 and 28. We can stop there because that adds to 29. We have 1x and 28x in our box, and then 7x squared and 4, and then we get 7x plus 1 and x plus 4. Okay, so no problem there. Now if we look at this, if you were to do the same thing here, okay, we'd get 54. And then the factors that we need here are 6 and 9. They add to 15. Okay, so in our box, when we set that up, 3x squared, 18, 6x, and 9x. If I factor this out, the greatest common factor here is 3x, and here is 9. Greatest common factor here is 3x. And here would be 6. Now, I told you always go back and check to see, is this correct? If I was to multiply this, 3x times 3x does not give me 3x squared, gives me 9x squared. 3x times 6 does not give me 6x, will give me 18x. Okay, same thing for this bottom row. So what happened? Well, go back and look at this trinomial. Notice every one of these numbers has a factor of 3. That means before we do the box, we can factor out a 3. So then we get x squared plus 15x plus 18. And, sorry, what am I doing? We were factoring out a 3. So I get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now I can factor this trinomial fairly easily. 1 times 6 gives me 6. The factors of 6 are 1 and 6, or 2 and 3. 2 and 3 add up to 5. So I can make my box x squared, 6, 2x, 3x. This top row has x, bottom row has 2. First column has x, and the second has 3. Now, when I multiply this, x times x is x squared, x times 3 is 3x, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 3 is 6. So that's correct. So there's my factored form. And don't forget that up here we factored out a 3. So that's 3 times that factored form. Okay, so always before you start factoring with the box, check the terms. Is there anything you can factor out? Another case we have is this last one down here. If we do this, that gives us 20. Factors of 20 are 1 and 20, 2 and 10, and 5 and 4. Well, if I look at those, none of those add up to negative 3. And also check the negatives. Do the negatives add up? Because negative times a negative gives me a positive. Nope, nope, none of these add up to negative 3. If I have something whose factors are only 1 and itself, we call that prime. That means this cannot be factored. It is prime. And that's all for your little bonus lesson here. Hope you enjoyed.